What is unusual about this video? A little spoiler, I have to get very modern in my Instagram. It's immediately changed the look. You can change the whole makeup look. Hello my dears, I'm Maria Vinnikova, professional makeup artist originally from Ukraine. Now I live in Lisbon, Portugal. And today we are doing our autumn everyday makeup look. This look will be slightly complicated in a good way because we are working with the eyes. We working with the new eyeshadow palette in the middle warm tones, really beautiful. We put some shimmering eyeshadows, as you can see. We put very nice, beautiful nude lipstick, and we are working with the new powder, new foundation. You know, every video I try to make some interesting and new products for you. I want you to have like a wide range of products, and I want you to have a really nice choice. And what is unusual about this video, in the end, I changed the lipstick to the darker and very modern and fancy for today color. It's also from Dior. I will tell you like a little spoiler, but I want to show you how just changing the lipstick, just changing the color on the like different, absolutely, you can change the whole makeup look. For today, you are working and you wear this beautiful beige, very classy. You do not put the shimmering eyeshadows. It's like not obligatory, as you can see. I think you know that. So this beige look you can wear during the day, and in the evening you put another lipstick with the darker, more like soft burgundy colors, and it's immediately changed the look into the evening version. And that works so perfectly. It's so nice. So I want you to know these options, and I also want you to know like different lipstick shades because I have a lot of lipsticks. I'm a lipstick lover. Only with the one product, with the lipstick, you can change absolutely the whole makeup. So please enjoy the video. My dears, I'm sorry. Today I would like to share with you everything. As you can see, I have a different color of the lipstick, so this is also will be like a little spoiler for you. I would like to share with you my recent fashion haul. This is like very casual, very comfortable, without, you see, very strict and superpower shoulders. Very casual, very nice color, and not expensive blazer from Frankie shop. I'll show you here the video. It will be like different kind of looks with the skirt and with the jeans as I wear it today. I'm in love with this blazer. So my girls on my Russian speaking channel, they like this kind of fashion moments that we have, because fashion, it's like, I'm not a stylist. I wouldn't recommend something to you, but I'm a fashion lover. It's like my hobby. I consider fashion as my hobby. So I like to share with people, you know, some interesting and some really nice everyday for real life fashion hauls. Let's say like this. So I like blazers very much. This is my love because I have them a lot, and I consider this kind of blazers very comfortable and very, you know, like wearable, with jeans, with skirt, with the evening dress, with everything. And this brand, you know, it's like middle segment brand. They have such a nice style, such a wonderful, such a modern, sometimes edgy, sometimes daring. You will see. So that's like, I want to share with you this piece of clothes that I have for today. Have a nice my dears, you can stay in touch with me in my Instagram, especially in the stories. In the stories, I do early unpackaging of my beauty binds, my fashion hauls. I share everything with you there, a little bit of my life with my son and my cats. I have two cats, by the way. In my Instagram, we can stay in touch with you. All the names of the products, shades, and links I put down below in this video. So you can have the list and time codes also. So you can go directly to that part of the video that is more interesting to you. Because my videos is pretty long. You can split it to the parts and watch by parts to perceive all the huge information that I like to share. But this is like my kind of style to teach, to be very detailed, to be very precise with the information and with the products. So please enjoy the video. Sorry, my dears, and I implement in these videos also some of your requests about skincare. I talk in the first part my favorite products from Kiehl. It's very nice skincare brand, I think you know. And about wings application, eyeshadow application, and how we make wings. Very casual, very easy to do with the such a beautiful eye pencil. You will take a look. Have a nice watching videos. So my dears, as usual, we start our makeup from lip care, from lip moisturizing. It's like obligatory, you know. Today we are using lip comfort oil from Clarins. This is really nice. It's like their best-selling product because lip oil from them absolutely not sticky, not greasy. I don't know how they managed to do that, but this is a bestseller. Sometimes I use it, you know, as a decorative makeup, not as a lip care. I can use it with some lip pencil and that will look very fancy and modern, but today we will use it as a lip care product. So it has very comfortable applicator. At some point, you know, this product reminds me Dior lip oil, but maybe 2 times cheaper. I don't know exactly, to be honest, what's the price, but cheaper than Dior. We are doing like that. The color, not so important, to be honest. If you can see here, it looks pretty dark, but this is so transparent, so you shouldn't be worried about to pick up wrong color with this specific product. So my dears, in that part of our video, I would like to implement answer to your questions about my skincare routine. I considered about that a little because some of you live in US, some of you live in Europe, and some brands, I don't know, do they available in US, for instance, because for today I like to change skincare routines. I like to try new products because of my work and just because I like new things. For today I use Biologique Recherche. Maybe you heard, this is like professional French brand. They do not sell through the internet their product, you know, it's famous. Some professional cosmetologists use this brand, so please let me know, do you know this brand, Biologique Recherche? Should I tell you more about my skincare routine? But my dears, I know for sure that brand Kiehl is sold around the world because everywhere we have corners with Kiehl, and they have some absolutely wonderful and unique products, such as this powerful strength line reducing concentrate with vitamin C specific form, 12.5% of vitamin C. And my dears, over 10%, this is a very high concentration of vitamin C. It is considered like that. And when I apply this serum under my face cream, I literally feel, you know, it's like small injections, like small touching, and I feel it. It's not hurt absolutely, but I feel that the product is working, that my skin receiving vitamin C, and you know, that makes me happy. So vitamin C, as you remember, this is one of the most, maybe not one, maybe it is the most powerful antioxidant ingredient, vitamin C. So after 40, I suppose, and I think it's obligatory to use antioxidants inside our skincare routine. That's obligatory because it helps reduce the free radicals that makes our skin look older just like that. But this is so much powerful product with the high percentage of vitamin C. I use only on the cold time of the year. It's autumn or winter, because vitamin C makes our skin more photosensitive because it lightens the skin, you know, it reduces a little pigmentation and everything. So I do not recommend use such high percentage in summer, especially for the fair skin tones, especially for the sensitive skin. So I buy like once a year this serum and use it as a course every day at night. And then I apply my night cream or just ordinary cream. So I could highly recommend this product. I use it several years, I don't know, maybe 5 years or something like that. And this is one of the most high percentage of vitamin C serums on the market. I don't know, maybe somebody has 15 or something, and they have like a special form of this vitamin C. It could be like in different forms, and this form is very nice absorbing to the skin. That's also very much important moment. And the serum goes with our favorite hyaluronic acid, because everybody needs hyaluronic acid, absolutely. I think you know about that. And from Kiehl's, they have best-selling products. I don't have it right now, but I use it so many times, my dear. I'm pretty sure that you heard at least one time about their ultra facial cream. It's like amazing product for all skin types, including oily. Its texture, you know, not greasy, not heavy, but appropriate for all skin types during the whole year. In summer, it also could work. Such a beautiful cream, and this is, as far as I remember, their bestseller. And it's not just like that. People smart, you know, and people buy what they like. Buy and rebuy again and again. I have many times ultrafacial cream, and it's highly hydrating. They have some special ingredients and some special formulas. So I use antioxidant powerful serum and cover it with the powerful hydration, and that works absolutely wonderful. And by the way, this serum, when I apply it onto my face, I extend a little to my under eye area, because I want this very sensitive and thin skin to be infused with vitamin C also. Usually I use separate cream exactly for the eyes, because their formulas developed exactly for the under eye skin, because under eye skin is different from the face skin, right? It's more thinner, pores very minimal. That's why I extend this serum, but very carefully, you know, because who knows, maybe that will be too powerful for this sensitive area. So I extend a little bit like that and a little bit on the upper eyelid. That, my dears, what I can tell you about my skincare and what products I like. In the future, I'm planning to make some video about my favorite brands, which I use several times, what I like more. I want to give you, you know, like a wide choice, not tell you about just one brand and that's it. I would like to share my full experience, but I need to prepare for this video. You know that I like give a lot of information and quality information. So let's go to the makeup. My dears, today we are working with a new foundation here on this channel. This is Terracotta Le Teint from Guerlain. I think that was last year launch from them. And my dears, this is such a wonderful foundation for the oily skin types. Of course, everybody can use it. I, with my dry skin type, normal skin type, it also works, but not always we like this effect. It's like mattifying, but the finish is very natural, slightly luminous, you know, but this luminosity looks very natural. It gives healthy glow. Foundation 24 hours wear, my dears, and 95% ingredients from naturally derived ingredients. That's very good. What I like about it the most, that it sets by itself just right away. And you know, you have time to blend, you have time to spread it really nice into the skin. It has high coverage, it works really, really nice. And my girls with the oily skin types give me such a good feedback about this foundation. They say, Marie, this is so great. And they have the same concealer, my dear. So please, if you will be in Sephora or some beauty store, you have to just take a look at this foundation to feel this texture, because the texture is pretty unique. You will feel just from the first touch, I promise you. So we take I usually do like that. It's not very liquidy. You will see on the video on my hand. It's not very liquidy, but that's quite okay. My dears, color is slightly yellow for me, you know. Despite on the number is 2.5N, neutral undertone, but that looks pretty yellow, and sometimes that happens with the brand. We take wet beauty blender, take a little from the hand, and spread it onto the face. You can see a little yellow, but that's okay because I cover my face with the thin layer. You remember we are thin layer ladies. We make makeup for real life. And when I put thin layer, this yellowness, it doesn't visible so much, you know. By the way, please attention to the ears, because sometimes we have different color of our ears and our face. So sometimes we professional makeup artists spread a little foundation on the ears, especially if the client has ponytail, hairdo, hairstyle, or something like that. And very much important moment, I pretty often talk about that we do not finish our makeup here on the jawline. We spread it like this, spread it gently and with a thin layer on the neck in order to even the complexion, to make the neck and face with the one color. And for today I have décolleté, so I put this foundation on the décolleté zone also. And please take a look at the difference. This part of the face without makeup, and this is with. From the thin layer I receive almost full coverage, almost. I can go like that, that's absolutely okay. If I see a little bit of my rosacea, it's absolutely okay. And you know, when you touch it, you don't feel it on the skin. And this is so nice for the oily skin types, because you don't like when you put the foundation and you feel this weighty feeling. It is absolutely not like that. It is already fixates, you know, it's like 1 minute and everything. Adore this foundation. So let's do the other part of the face. You know, this foundation I usually use for the décolleté zone because of these setting properties. And it's almost doesn't reflect on the clothes, my dears. You know, this is such an important moment, because foundations is really bad washing from the clothes. I don't know, I have so many shorts, especially white t-shirts or something white clothes, that I just need to throw it away because the foundation doesn't go. I don't know, micellar water I use, some special stain removers, nothing's gonna work. Do you have such experience with the foundation? So we should be really careful. And if I would make this makeup on my own without camera, I would take off this blazer, because I would like to put the foundation. It is sets. Eye powder is with the transparent powder. It sets more and it almost doesn't transfer to my beautiful blazer. So, okay, I transfer everything, expand on the neck, and carefully working with my décolleté zone. Maybe I should do only central part. You know, I told you about that some foundation I not so often use on the face. I use them on my décolleté because there is such a big part of my body and I need to cover it also. I need to have even complexion everywhere. So nice, looking great. Next, my dears, we go with the concealer as usually. Today we have concealer from Tarte Shape Tape Radiant Concealer. It's high coverage concealer. It covers the tattoos. Can you imagine? And the tattoos, this is the most difficult things to cover with the foundation or with the concealer. This is super high coverage for those who has very visible dark circles, and it has such a nice light creamy moisturizing texture. I like it very much with my dark skin and the area and everything. But only one thing, I wear this concealer like several times before I can tell you my experience, my opinion. It doesn't set well. Despite on I put very thin layer. I don't like to set concealers with powder on my skin, you know, and it doesn't set. So we need to put some fixating moment on this concealer, but that's quite okay because its main advantage of this concealer, it's high coverage and formula. It's slightly radiant, but not too much. And there is such a huge applicator here, you know, for those who like such kind of huge moments. So I put just like that and blend it with the beauty blender because I like thin layers also here. And we go like that. I like to cover everything, almost go till my lower lashes, because usually I have like rosy, very rosy T-line, and it doesn't look beautiful. It looks like I'm ill or I cried a little, but it's not like that. So I'm just like that. Yeah. And what is left on my beauty blender, I can go and try to cover some parts. But as you can see, my dears, such a nice coverage of this foundation that I almost doesn't see any imperfections that I usually have. This could be so nice, you know, like fast option when you are in a rush. You can use it as a concealer also. You can spread this foundation to the under eye area, and that will work as a concealer also. Because I wanted to buy their concealer. It was like pretty recent launch. It also from this line, Terracotta Letan. But the concealer, as for me, looks almost the same as the foundation. The texture, the color, everything, maybe more high pigmented. Usually concealers more high pigmented because we need to cover our dark circles. So I just can't see any sense personally for me to buy this concealer. But you can consider this option if you need it. If you need super high dark circles and you need to concealer sets by itself and very fast. As you can see, usually when I use this foundation, I even don't use the powder. For dry and normal skin, you don't need the powder because you see it has very natural luminosity, and I like this. That looks very natural and anti-aging at the same time. So concealer is okay, my dears, but we are waiting. It is just a little sets on the skin. It almost doesn't set, but a little we have. Today we are working with a new bronzer on this channel, and this is from Haus Labs. It's called Bronzed Ombre Light. It's velvet bronzer. It has, you know, such an interesting texture, some hybrid texture, especially when you blend it onto the skin and you feel this. You can feel it in the beauty store. It's something between powdery and creamy texture, and this is like a new generation of textures that I like very, very much. But my dears, only one issue with this bronzer. This is the lightest color in the whole shade range. Can you imagine? And this color is pretty dark for me. I bought it on the online, I suppose, and I choose the lightest shade from the line, and I thought the lightest should be okay with me, but no, it doesn't. And I noticed that this brand has too much yellowness in the products, too much like more darker shades and everything, so it's not always nice working with the fair skin tones. And now I'm talking about foundations. Foundations a little oxidizes, and that's like interesting moment also that we need to consider. And this is the lightest shade. I can make it work, and I show you today on purpose how to work with the darker shades of bronzers. If you bought something like that, I want you to know. So we take pretty fluffy brush and pretty soft brush, like a very thin layer and very diffused layer. So we take a new brush on this channel. This is from Sigma Beauty F10 powder blush brush. So we can use such kind of brushes for the different purposes. One of my favorite brushes, my dears. Such a nice shape, such a nice softness, but not too much. It's synthetic bristles, and the shape, you see, it's not very big, it's not very small, so I can play with powder, with blushes, with bronzers. So today we take bronzer. This bronzer is highly pigmented, my dear, so we need to take for the everyday makeup, for the real life makeup, only one movement. We take like this and we make like this because it's a little flying. And I start as usual from central zone of my cheekbone. I apply first of all the color. I know that you can see how much color, and I took just a little. So it's pretty hard to work for the beginners with such kind of textures because you need to practice how much product do you take, which brush do you use, how does it work with you. So as for me, that's quite enough. That could be absolutely enough, And I just apply the color and then I can blend it a little. As you saw my videos, my previous videos, I like lighter bronzers. I like more like not so pigmented, and maybe lighter color. But today, that's okay. I want you to know because not everybody has such a fair skin tone, right? I think that particular shade is really nice working with the light medium or medium skin tones, or with the warm undertone for the fair skin tone. That will be great. I do my forehead as usual. As you can see, the pigmentation is okay, and that's why I need softer brush to spread it, in such a thin layer. So I could take a little and take on my eyebrow bones to create some shade and crease. Also, my dears, that's a particular shade you can use for the smoky eyes. For the smoky eyes in a light version, in a day version, that works also really nice. For today, I considered maybe I should show you smoky eyes with this bronzer, but I want to show you a beautiful palette from the Tom Ford. That's why I decided just to tell you about that. I think you will do nice smoky eyes, and that will work perfectly. So, okay. And draw a line to take away my double chin. I have a little. So that's quite enough. Okay. And my dears, by the way, I can see a lot of product on my table because it's flying very much. It's interesting because it's like hybrid texture, but it is flying like powdery texture. So you need to be careful, especially if you wear something light or white clothes. Please be careful. You can take the product not very close to you, just like that. And this movement you need to do obligatory. So my dears, we are moving forward with the blushes. I like to apply blushes on this stage to look more freshy for you. And today we take new blushes on this channel from Rare Beauty, liquid blushes in a shade Hope. Oh my God, such a wonderful, beautiful, refreshing, and a nice rosy and peachy something in the mix color. And please pay attention to the mini size. This is such a comfortable moment to take the product on the travels in our purse, but this is so long lasting, that we don't need to take this product with us. Absolutely long lasting for the whole day. So today we are working with the fingers just for some different types of applying, and I can apply it directly on my cheeks. It is almost highly pigmented, but this particular color is so nice that I don't afraid to put too much, and I take the extras on my eyelids, upper eyelids, and with fingers, I feel how I spread the product with the top movements, my dears. Please pay attention. And I have time to play with the product before it sets on the skin, because it's setting very well, blending very well. As you can see, 1 minute and you have a beautiful blushes on. And to take a little on the eyebrow bones. I like this very much to make the look very harmonious. So the finish, it's like light satiny. So that would look perfectly almost on everybody. I'm not sure that oily skin type with the, like highly oily skin type ladies, you're gonna like this finish, because we have some more matte products on the market in a liquid form. So maybe you would like something else. But if you have not so huge pores or something like that, you can choose these beautiful liquid blushes. One of my favorite, my dears. I have large size with the more peachy color on the summer. Also, this we can use on the lips. It goes really nice. It doesn't dry the lips. So really nice color for the monochrome makeup look. And monochrome makeup looks is very modern all the time. For today, it's become more like a classic, monochrome, when everything is done with one particular color. My dears, today we have a new product from Rare Beauty. It is Tinted Finishing Pressed Powder. Such a beautiful powder with a blurring effect. I have shade Ivory. It's slightly warm, but I choose this color on purpose because I like a little warmer colors on me. That makes me look more freshy, And I take very fluffy brush from my Kitco 0.5. This brush sometimes I use for blushes, sometimes for bronzers, so it's like multi-use brush. What's the main features of this powder? Let me first explain to you. It goes with the talc-free formula, so it doesn't absorb oil from the skin very well. So as you can see from the name, they call it as finishing powder, not setting powder. So there is a big difference between setting powders and finishing powders. Once I make a separate video about powders and I will explain you all those moments. But anyway, finishing, it means it absorbs just a little because it has some absorbing ingredients inside, but they are not so powerful as talc. So if you need the powder to set the makeup and to mattify the skin very nice, it's not your option. But if you need like to set a little minimal level of setting, blurs really nice. It blurs very beautiful, and at the same time not too much, because I don't like too much blurring products because they emphasize the pores, especially in these areas closer to the center of the face. And this blur is very gentle, very beautiful, very wearable, I would say. So if you want beautiful blue ring effect and very natural looking, that is your option. Personally, me, I like for my personal use this powder, and it is also highly pigmented, so you can use it as its own without foundation on the bare skin. You can use it, that will work pretty okay. But for the oily skin types, you need to know, maybe that could be your like second or third powder, and you can use it like on the top of your setting powder if you like such kind of finish on the skin. So we take the fluffy brush, take a little. As usual, my dears, I never take too much because it's hard to do something when we apply too much. Little by little, step by step, and makeup will be supernatural. Take a little and apply on the center of my face. So now we can see the difference between two parts of my face. And I take a little on the eyelid to make it dry and to prepare it for the eyeshadow application. And like this. It doesn't take my pores away, but it blurs a little and make them look better than just without powder. So as you can see, this part of the face with powder and no powder. So it mattifies a little, but if we will take a look on this powder after 1 hour or 2 hours gone, the oil will come a little. But in my case, with my dry skin type, that works really nice. And the packaging is so modern, is so nice, And as far as I know, Rare Beauty Cosmetics is very much sustainable. It's cruelty-free, it's fragrance-free, paraben-free. So very, very nice and precise with the ingredients. So this is valuable. And when I touch it, it's so comfortable to use. Okay, so let's go to the eyebrows, but very fast, my dears. I want to pay all attention today to the eyeshadow application. So I make with you only one eyebrow, okay? Because usually I use the same products, use the same technique from video to video, because my eyebrows, it's like, I'm sorry, but it's not a good example. So one of my favorite products, it's Brow Duo from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Very nice eyeshadows, like them so much. Dark brown shade, it's absolutely without reddish or yellow undertone. So this is like very nice, cool toned brown color. And I spread it like I imitate the hairs and try to restore my natural form, my natural shape of the eyebrow. Yeah, I think that's quite enough. We have today, everyday makeup, so we don't need to emphasize our brows very much. And usually I use a legendary brows tinted gel brow from Charlotte Tilbury, one of my favorite because it's teeny tiny brush that works perfectly with all hairs. And it covers with the color all my white hairs that I have in between of my usual hair, so it gives me an extra volume, and I like it so much. But for those people who has nice brows, that who has a lot of hairs everywhere, you don't need such kind of a brush. It will annoy you, I'm pretty sure, because you need only to brush them and maybe to fixate a little bit. So, as you can see the difference, my dears. very huge. So I can't live without these two products, because if I don't make the eyebrow makeup, I look like 10 or 15 years older. Can you imagine? Just because of my eyebrows. So my dears, I put my jewelry on and did the eyebrows. And my dears, I totally forgot that I want to show you one interesting tip today, but I'll show you in another video. When I put and I use eyeliner pencil as a brow pencil also. And this is absolutely amazing color from Haus Labs. It's called Deep Bronze Shimmer, and it's totally wonderful working with my eyebrows. My dears, I promise you, I show you because I like such kind of multi-use product. You buy one pretty expensive, but very much quality eye pencil, lip pencil, or something, and use it as a brow pencil, as eyeliner, and for the lips sometimes you can use for those who like brown makeups. That will be also really nice product. We need to work with our beautiful eyeshadow palette from Tom Ford. Take a look how beautiful it is. It's called De la Crème. I don't know, in some online I met like a different number. I have number 28, but I met on the official site, I think it's like 07, but it is the same palette. I put the name De la Crème, and this is like the one palette that we have such a beautiful middle warm colors, and that works really nice for the autumn makeup when we want to do, like something freshy but not too orangey. It works really nice with the fair skin tones, with the exception of the very fair skin tone. I think that will be too much yellow on you. Sorry girls, but this is the truth. And today I would like to show you like soft smoky eye look also, with the use of, on the top we will put some shimmering eyeshadows from another palette, and using the eyeliner from Haus Labs. So today we are working with the eyes more than usual, because I would like to show you a more complicated makeup in a good sense. So my dears, I check my eyelids if it's okay, if it's dry. If it's not, so I put the powder on to make it drier. And I take my favorite blending brush from MAC 217 and take this more like matte color. It's like very nice, transitional color, I would say, like middle toned color. Such a beautiful, you will see. The palette is highly pigmented, as you can see, so I usually make like this because the extras goes away. And it's a little bit also like powdery, but the texture is also interesting. It's not too dry, not too powdery, So let's try to work closer. I put from the first time, I'm not blending right away. I put the color on my eyelid and I do the setting at the same time, I put the color, and with the extras, I go to the crease and gently blending to the crease. I need to soften the edges and everything will look very, very soft. I like when the soft look, And as you can see from the first touch, we have color, we have blending, we have everything. So we don't need to work very long time with this palette. That's why I like such kind of products. Of course, I know Tom Ford is pricey, my dears. I know, but I consider that as investment. I'm like a former financial executive. I like to speak like that. So it's like a nice investment, because dry textures doesn't expire, my dears. You can use this eye palette, I don't know, for years, 5, 10 years. It doesn't happen with this anything. So let me blend, please. I create a shape and blend a little on my crease to make the lifting effect, to take my eyes up. And of course, I take them up with my eyebrows, but all the lifting effects is good and really nice working after 40, my dears. I take another brush. It's like pencil brush from Zoeva 230. You know that brush. Take the same color, just a little, and working like that. When I do this option on my lower eyelid, I notice what's going on with concealer, my dears, because usually I pay attention to the other parts, and maybe in the end I would take a look what is happening with the concealer. And usually when I work here, oh my god, and I see it's a little creasing. So from the first time, I do not hurry to set it with the powder. I need to take the extra layer. And this is like one of my my personal tip. I take like my ring finger with the tap movements. I I feel that concealer is sets a little. It's still hydrating, but I feel it's not so moisturizing on the skin as I did just right away after applying. And I take away the extras with my finger, and I take the tissue, clean my finger, and do it again like this. Maybe I don't need a powder. I will take a look at the end of makeup. Does it creasing or not anymore, you know? Yeah. Now it looks good. So, okay, and we did the lower eyelid. And you see this like soft look we have. My smoky eyes technique, this is one of my favorite because it is so nice working with the eye shape. It makes eyes bigger just right away. When we make bigger the eye on the upward and on the lower side, and the eye like become very wide. And it is also very well emphasize the color, exactly smoky eye technique. So this color, my dears, and this palette is really nice working with the blue eyes. You asked me about the way the makeup for the blue eyes, that could be definitely the makeup for the blue eyes, because this like slightly terracotta, middle warm beige color, it's like the opposite color for the blue. We have like special rounds, like artists use it, makeup artists, and we have like opposite colors. So if we need to emphasize some color as blue in this case, or for instance, a lot of people has like gray with blue, like a combo of colors, these colors emphasize very much and very well. So please remember, for the blue-eyed persons, beige, brown, and everything colors in that direction, this is your favorite palette. I have gray plus green eyes, so I'm okay with these colors. I like them also very much. They are very classy and timeless, but if I want to emphasize my green color in my eyes, I would use something burgundy or more violet. But we will do it in the next videos because, my dears, I bought such a beautiful cool toned palette from Huda Beauty. It was their newest launch. Oh my god, such beautiful colors. I will show you, that's for sure. I think we will do next something with the like a cool toned makeup, you know? So, my dears, our super light smoky eyes is ready. When I want to play, you know, with some deeper situation, I clean my pencil brush with the tissue. I do just like that, you know. I don't need to put many efforts and to clean it because the colors is very similar. So I can go to this deeper brown color. It also really nice works as its own. But now I would like to emphasize a little like lash line and to make the outer corner a little deeper. That always looks classy, more beautiful and everything. And go like with the blending movements on the lash line. It gives us a little deepness to the eyes, and I can do it with the lower lash line also in the corners. Just do a little. So as you can see, the difference between the eyes is not very big, but I don't want to make a big difference. It's like real life makeup, right? But trust me, if you will do it in a real life, you will see how much better it looks. You know, that kind of teeny tiny things, they make our makeup look more professional, you know, almost professional. That's what I want my clients learn from me, to make the makeup, their everyday makeup, look almost professional, because it's beautiful. So my dears, we are going forward. We are done with the eyeshadows. Oh no, let me show you please some interesting moment. It's also a little bit powdery. We take the flat brush, this is important, from NYX, it's number 14, and we take the lightest color here. It's very, you know, like pearly, but not too much. Really, really nice color. Take a little with the flat brush. Flat brushes give us too much color, so I need to take a little, and I like to emphasize my inner corners. It makes me, you know, like looks more younger, more freshy. And some people, as you can see, some professionals has a joke that you don't need a cup of coffee or chocolate in the morning. You need to highlight the inner corners of your eyes, and that's it. You will look like more joyful, you know. And almost agree with it, because I like my cup of coffee in a beautiful cup and a piece of dark chocolate. That's like my beauty ritual in the morning for my mood. So as you can see, it doesn't work very much, you know, visible, but it gives us some shine and some useful, I don't know, some sparkle in my eyes. We are moving forward with our beautiful eyeliner. It's like a pencil, not eyeliner, but I will do it and tell you at the same time why I like this eye pencil so much. So first of all, my dears, it has such a nice color. Oh my god, this color, it's slightly shimmering, but not too dark. Very nice applying, very nice blending. It sets by itself just right away. And you feel like quality is very, very nice. In general, a quality of Haus Labs products is pretty high level. Everything that I touched, that I tried, is really, really nice quality. And please pay attention to the brush on the other side of the pencil. Oh my god, my dears, such a nice brush to make the wing, you know, or blend a little the pencil. Because usually these brushes on the lip pencils or the eye pencils, they are not too good. Usually it's like or too tough, too firm, or the shape doesn't work, but this brush is perfect. I was so happy when I took it in. Oh my god, I can blend it really nice. So please pay attention how I apply the wing. I do not go straight forward. I do not draw the strict line. I never use like that, even if I need such kind of that, because really hard to change something if you want to play. So I take my pencil not directly, but like this. And I start closer to the outer corner and make, you know, such kind of short movements. And these movements is a key, because you apply not so much color. So this particular color is applying very gently. And you know, it's like blending by itself because of this shimmering texture. I like shimmering textures much more than matte textures, because usually matte textures, they are much drier and it's hard to play with them, you know. Usually I like to do like that. And you know, I have just like that, almost like very nice blended wing, just like that. Please pay attention if I want to have some wings. You know, in modern makeup, we not necessarily should have some wings, especially if we talk about everyday makeup, very casual makeup, not necessary. We can only emphasize our lash line that makes more sophisticated eye shape. We can emphasize the shape and that's it. Because I blended in the outer corner a little of this pencil, I do not look like cut them, cut it all. I blend a little here and I can leave it like this. Or if I want to, I go to the pencil brush and do it like just a little. But I would like to leave this makeup without wings in order to show you the all beauty of this eye pencil. Trust me, we will play with this eye pencil. Not the last time, I promise you, because I like it very, very much. Only one moment that we need to know about this pencil, that it dries a little, my dears. As you can see, for today, this pencil is not so long in my beauty case. It's maybe a couple of months. And all this time, it was closed. Never leave the pencil like this because it dries very, very fast. So the pencil was closed and I sharpen it just before applying, very nice. So I took away the upper layer in order to make it more fresh, you know, and I feel like it's more drier than it was before. And it just a couple of months has passed. That's absolutely okay, my dears, for such kind of pencils, because they are very much long-lasting. And this is like an issue with the long-lasting products, because they are long lasts because they are drier than creamy products or something like that. So as you can see, such a nice, it's like wings, but not wings, without too much wings. And I like it very, very much. So please pay attention to this pencil. And I would recommend to use it for such people who like to make wings every day. Because if you make wings as me, to be honest, my dears, I do not make it in my everyday makeup. Usually I don't have so much time. If you, like me, make the wings like once a month or once in a couple of weeks, this pencil could dry for you very fast. You will use it, I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 months after you buy it, and it will dry, and you're not gonna be satisfied with this. So if you make wings every day, this is your like very, very nice product. My dears, today we have a new mascara. New in my channel. Of course, it's not new on the market. This is your show, very classic mascara. I have mini format, but the way really, really nice to take to the travels, to take with me. I like the brush, personally me, but it's not for everybody, as usual. As you can see, very small amount of products on the market. I can say that suits for everybody because it's not too much of them. So this is very much volumizing mascara. The brush is pretty big by itself. This size will be not comfortable for the smaller eyes. For instance, I have, like middle-sized eyes. Not very big, not very small, like middle size. And for me, it's like pretty big. I like big brushes because I can use it and I know how to use it. But for not professional, it could be tricky. But the mascara is itself very nice. It very nice, like, brush the eyelashes. And it gives very, like, normal, natural volume. Not too much, but it looks really, really natural. And I like that this particular product do not clump the eyelashes and do not give too much product, because we have very different mascaras on the market, and it gives like to the very natural makeup look. I can cover like another layer, extra layer, but for this makeup, I need like only one layer. I make everyday makeup. This kind of reminder for myself. So my dears, I'm a human, you know, and I was a little excited and forgot to make a beautiful topper eyeshadows on our smoky eyes. So we make a topper right now, but in the right version, you need first to apply all the eyeshadows and only after that apply mascara. Because, for instance, you will see right now, I show you my mistakes also, you know, because you need to know you can do the same mistakes and you need to know how to handle it. Yes, it's not a problem, absolutely. I take Natasha Denona Mini Starlet eye palette, one of my favorite, you know, and I like toppers very much. Toppers, it's like shimmering eyeshadows. It has, you know, such an interesting, almost creamy texture. It's like new generation of toppers. It's not dry, it's not goes down, it's not flakes. So, and I like to cover it, to apply it with my fingers. I take this beautiful shade and apply it only on the central part of my eyelid. This is essential moment because I do not apply it on the crease. It doesn't look okay, even with the young eyelids. And in a perspective of anti-age makeup, we need to apply this only to the central part of our eyelids where the wrinkles is not too much, because this kind of textures emphasizes wrinkles a little, despite on this is creamy texture. But my god, take a look, how beautiful is it? And my eyes is shining, you know. We can apply like different layers. We can apply very thin, almost transparent layer, and that will work also in real life. We can apply like 2 or 3 layers, and that will look more holiday, more celebration, something. This palette is amazing, my dears, so please pay attention. Why I recommend to apply these textures before mascara? Because you can take the mascara accidentally and you can like not ruin, but the eyeshadows will stay on the eyelashes with the mascara, and usually I don't like it. I like when the makeup is accurate, it's very like, you know, precise, and everything looks perfectly. So take a look at my eyelids, my dears. How is it for you? Let's apply a little more, because this is so beautiful. I don't know. Sometimes I apply these eyeshadows in the inner corner of the eyes. That looks also very beautiful, very refreshing, gives sparkle to the side. I like this effect very much. And you know, it adds some mood. When I made my eyelids, I have, you know, like a little holiday mood. Not every day, but slightly holiday. Of course, you don't have to use every day such kind of toppers, such kind of sparkling elements. I want to give you some variations, and in order you to play, to make your perfect makeup depending on your mood. So my dears, we are moving forward with the lips. Today I'm going to show you 2 types of lipstick. I want to show you how you can change the whole makeup only with the one product, to change the color of the lipstick, and it changes everything. I have a lot of lipsticks and I like to show you several options because you need to know. It's so beautiful and so wonderful. So I put the tissue to take off the oil, but the oil is almost absorbs into my skin, and this is really, really nice. First option that I would like to show you, this is a combo from Dior 100 lip pencil and matching lipstick. My dears, this is their iconic color. I'm pretty sure that you can heard about this. This is like warm nude. Not too much warm, but you know, something in the middle between middle to high warm nude color. You know, it's really, really differs when you see this color on the website and when you see this color in the real life. In real life, it looks much more warmer. I don't know, is it correct in English to say like that? But I think you understand what I want to tell you. This is the common sense. That was so surprising for me because I bought this lipstick online. I ordered, and when it comes to me, it was like a huge surprise. I haven't expected. So I should worry you about that. Don't worry, it's absolutely normal situation. It's beautiful color. It looks refreshing. Only one thing, it doesn't work well for the very fair skin tones. For the rest of skin tones, that plays very nice role. As for me, you know, I'm fair skin tone with the neutral undertone. Now I make slightly warmer my skin. I have bronzer, I have eyeshadows with the warm undertone. So I apply matching lipstick, and whole makeup will look very harmonious because everything in the warm side. So let's play with the lipstick. Lip pencils from Dior is absolutely wonderful. As you can see, it's pretty warm also. And you can see the difference because my natural color of my lip more on the cooler side, but that's okay. I do not limitate myself only with them cooler tones, you know, because it's huge variety of different measures of this warmness, you know, and I take like middle warmness colors, and that plays very refreshing role for me, anti-aging also. I add some volume to my lips. I go like slightly higher than my natural lip contour. I make a blending a little bit here. I do not paint or draw too strict line on the lips. And sometimes I'm doing like this, my dears. I make like a different shape. Oh, sorry. I cover it like this. Like this. I cover my Cupid bow with the lip pencil. And as you can see, I have slightly different lip shape, and it gives me extra volume, and I like it because the whole my face looks lifted a little when I make my lips fuller and when I make my lips upwards a little bit. As for me, that looks beautiful. And lower lip as usual. I do not make my lower lip bigger. I like to change the volume only of my upper lip. As for me, that looks more beautiful. This lip pencil is really nice, works with so many shades, with so many lipstick. So if you into warm shade person, you can take this pencil and that would be perfect. Quality is perfect. That's pretty soft texture, a little bit creamy and long lasting at the same time. So this is really nice combination. And the lipstick 100 Rouge Dior, it's like nude look. It's like very, very famous, you know, nude look. A name from the Dior. Iconic lipstick, I would say. It has like velvety texture, pretty high pigmented also. And look at the color, please. Oh my god. Now I realize that I so much time don't wear this lipstick, and now I'm asking myself why. It is so refreshing. Thanks God, I'm a beauty blogger. I make makeup for you and I can change my daily makeup thanks to my videos. So my dears, here is the deal. Here is the lipstick. So how do you like it? Please let me know. And you see the color is not too reddish, not too warm. That look pretty elegant and sophisticated. But of course, for the very fair skin tones, I consider this color will be a little bit reddish, you know, a little bit, yes, because the color of the skin is really important in this moment. So as you can see, I have, you know, like everywhere color match with my blazer, with my makeup, with my mood. And in this case, I feel very comfortable. I feel like I'm almost a perfection because I'm a little perfectionist. I try to work with this, but like in a certain measure, perfectionism, this is a very nice thing in some certain measure. So my dears, that could be really, really wearable look. You can play with eyeshadows, you can play with lipstick, and this is like my very classy makeup look. And let me show you the different lipstick from Dior also. Absolutely different color, but very modern for today, and you will see the difference just right away, okay? So my dears, next lipstick we apply, it's also from Dior, from Velvet line. It's called like Rosewood 720 number. Oh my god. This is such a beautiful. It's also their iconic color. They like have some nude color. It's from 100, and this color more on the darker side, and you will see such a beautiful. You know, I apply this lipstick usually in the autumn when I wear such kind of warm clothes. I like beige coats and something like that. And I have a mood to apply such kind of lipsticks. And trench coat, by the way, looking great. I put some photos for you to take a look how it is matching with the look. These colors I use when, you know, I have a mood to emphasize my lips and to have like more elegant and sophisticated look, but I do not want to wear red lipstick because red lipstick, it's like some certain kind of mood and not every day you want to make it. So I decided to put this particular color like in everyday makeup look or an evening makeup look. So we can change easily our makeup, daily makeup to the evening makeup. And please pay attention. I show you like my interesting technique. I saw this from the other makeup artist, but I think it's very much comfortable for people and convenient to apply. So I just apply lipstick around my lips. Not very precise, especially with the contour. I just apply just like that. I'm not very careful, you can see, and I'm doing like that. Here I'm more careful. And as you can see, the color, in my humble opinion, this color suits for every skin tone, including the very fair skin tones, because this is some kind of elegant lipsticks. So the color is very much, you know, sophisticated. I take the matching lip pencil. It's the same number. By the way, they has very nice brushes on the other side of the pencil. And I go with the pencil on the top of the lipstick. That's why I do not have very straight line, contour lip line. I'm blending the lipstick and a little pencil. And that looks like softer in terms of lip contour. So I do like that. I go upwards. And now I'm in the mood to emphasize my cupid bow. Like that. And to make my lips look fuller. And a little on the lower line. Oh, my dears. Yeah. And I'm ready for the party. I don't know, to the theater, to the cocktail party, to somewhere else, but this lipstick, yeah, elevates my mood, that's for sure. Sometimes, my dear, as you can see, I could make very strict line here on the cupid bow, so I can carefully, please, very much carefully, take the brush on the pencil and blend it a little, just like that. But a little, because we can see if I blend it too much, that will look dirty, you know, and dirty makeup, it's not about beautiful and professional tips. So yeah, I like it. Maybe I would like to add some blushes, but it's not necessary in this such kind of makeup because all the accent goes from the eyes to the lips, and that's absolutely fine and satisfied with this situation. So, my dears, now you know this such a beautiful lipstick. This lipstick, you know, is not for the super young ladies, I would say. I don't see this color on the 20 years girls. That will look them much older. But for us, for ladies after 35, after 40, as for me, that looks very elegant. What do you think? So, and please let me know which color you prefer. That will be hard choice. Previous color like nude lipstick or this one like more darker, more elegant lipstick. So, my dears, I hope my lesson was useful for you. You took a lot of interesting and useful information exactly for you. So, please let me know. That's very much important for me to know what is more useful for you, and I will pay attention to this some certain topics exactly in your like kind of interest, because I know a lot and I could share a lot of interesting information. So, my dears, have a nice day, have a nice beautiful autumn, makeup looks, I don't know, parties, Hollywood parties, anything that you want, a beautiful fashion, a beautiful, like, I don't know, clothes, because I like, you know, this middle season, because the coats, this is like my favorite type of clothes. I liked very, very much. Boots, clothes, coats, ankle boots. This is like my, and blazers. I can live, literally can live in this type of clothes. So see you in my next video. Have a nice day, and everything is good.